Tigers offense will get the football first. The Deep South's oldest rivalry will stir deep emotions. And just last year, Auburn gave the Dogs a big scare early in the third quarter, but man, did Georgia pour it on late.
Yeah, it was still 31-13, but there were some moments, there were some cracks, but Georgia took care of business. And I'll tell you what, Jesse, this is beginning to be a very one-sided rivalry. Auburn needs to show up. Like, Georgia's had bragging rights year after year after year. Auburn's got to shut these guys up.
Yeah, Georgia's won 8 in a row now in this rivalry. You're right. I think the big key for Auburn, they've got to be able to get pressure on the...
It's a seam wide open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Howard. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
It'll be third and long. They'll run it to the right side. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Singleton. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. He just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Howard. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Third down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short, now set up in a 1st and goal situation.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it right, but if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They're thinking touchdown here on 4th and goal. The kicker stays on the sideline. He'll keep it on the sneak. The sneak scores it.
Hey, man, if we're going to show up here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here to just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down 4th and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it. The offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
And he's going to try to return this one. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense has its first opportunity of the day. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
They should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense. And if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll go to the ground. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are, and David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Got it in the middle. It's Bell. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier.
There he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Finds a man in the middle. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Belt. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Touchdown, Georgia! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The give to the back. Runs for the tackle. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Caught over the middle, it's Singleton. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. The RPO fired complete to the left. And he used that big, powerful, stiff arm to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about.
Turning on the Jets. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for space, it's Robinson. It's running room. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. He's got it still on his feet. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
He's got it down the middle. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20.
I absolutely understand the thought process of this offense. The defense has to cover 99 yards. I'm okay with throwing the football, but man, you got to throw that thing aggressively where only your guy can get it, not the defender. They make a big play, create some big momentum, and set their offense up in awesome field position.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback making checks. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got it! Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye.
He gets it in! Touchdown, Tigers! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking left. Makes a connection. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw at Stockton. Quickly out to the tight end. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Branch. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Got a man. It's Bell. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know it, but
just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Fair catch, called for and made. So here comes the Auburn offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking at the 47.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Thompson. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Works the middle.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Branch. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Waning seconds to the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He slings it deep to the left. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. And he'll brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, the Deep South shuts down when the Tigers and Dogs get together, and that's the case again here today. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
To the air, it's Stockton. Got his man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Nope, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Here's a heat. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Hauls it in, looking for space. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the tailback. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Dogs in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, running back on the move. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Give to the back. Quick spin on the run. They got this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on his defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands.
Touchdown, Dogs! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
After that last completion, it's second down. Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's Cobb. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Tigers are on the move. Motion from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Thrust that arm out. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Singleton. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Got a little space. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. Oh, out of space. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all. That was picture perfect, and he uses his speed to just gash the defense.
They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Frazier. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Catch in the middle, it's Branch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost one down the sideline.